everyone, and welcome to the campus of Bishop Guertin High School in Nashua, where we are about to begin Bishop Guertin boys versus the Nashua North BOYS Basketball teams. Very late in the 2018 season. I'm John Collins along with Tom King. Well, despite the records, these two teams are down the bottom of the Division I standings this year. Unfortunately, Tom, we're expecting a pretty good game tonight.
Yeah, that's just it. You know, it's going to be an evenly matched game. I really think we're going to see a good one. You know, it's a rivalry. It's a city game. And also the fact that the Bishop Guertin's coming off one of their bigger wins. They beat Memorial the other night. That's a huge upset for them.
60-56.
Huge
they
upset.
beat Memorial.
Huge upset, believe me.
Yeah.
And we saw Guertin against South John. They're very athletic. Don't know what's holding them back.
I don't. They've had a lot of close losses. I know that.
North, I can see, because North has got, they lost their two best players at the start of, in the off season. One moved to Florida, one moved to Lynn, Mass. And, basically their guy, their go-to guy is they only got really one to go to, and that's not easy to do. When you've got Casey Lane is their best player. Everybody knows it. Everybody just defends the heck out of him. And, they just don't have the depth.
Half of Bishop Guertin's 12 losses have been by 5 points or less. So 6 losses by 5 points or less. It's been a pretty rough season in that way for BG. Getting close but no cigar in many instances.
Expect a fast-paced, up-and-down game, because that's the way both teams like to play it.
We'll have the introductions to the starting lineups. We'll be right back with the opening tip-off of tonight's game. BG hosting the boys from Nashua North on NashuaETV right after this.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who wants to care of you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Bishop Guertin High School in Nashua, scene of tonight's boys basketball game. The Cardinals of BG hosting the Nashua High North Titans. Rough seasons for both teams in the standings record-wise, as BG coming in with just 2 wins against 12 losses, and North 3-11. So on paper, it's a pretty good matchup, though, and there's a lot of excitement in the air on what is senior night here at Bishop Guertin. John Collins along with Tom King, and our cameraman once again is Tim O'Neill. As we look down from Tim's angle at half court, we're perched here on the edge of the stage and on the edge of our seats for what should be some exciting action on a February 20, 2018, as we record this on NashuaETV. It'll be a tip-off won by Bishop Guertin. Giannis Nintenji, number 2, hands it off to Guertin's Chris Inzarello, number 14. Nintenji going to work underneath. The senior on senior night scores the first 2 points of the game for number 2, Giannis Nintenji. 6'2" senior guard and forward, as he's listed on the roster. So Bishop Guertin up early 2-0. They had a great game against South, a game that they won earlier in the season, and apparently it was Bishop Guertin's best game before they upset Memorial in their most recent contest. What a block there by Tommy Fontanella, who got way up in the air for that clean block to send it out of bounds. Shot from distance doesn't go for Curtis Harris. Long rebound controlled by the Cardinals. As it comes up top, Fontanella hands it off to Austin Hisco, number 24. He'll be doing a lot of ball handling tonight. Kyle Fisher, number 12. Number 14 is John Begley, another senior on senior night. John Begley just gave a nice football shove there. And Begley got rid of the goggles. He just didn't want to deal with them. They had come askew, and he ran into a North player, and I think he kind of blamed the goggles, the headgear he was wearing at the start of the game, just kind of tossed it out. I'm not doing that. Curtis Harris swings it. Outside. Number 3 for North is Brendan Choate. We have another Choate sighting on a basketball court. No surprise. Brendan changes directions, trying to exploit the seam, and gets it to go. Brendan Choate with a thrilling basket to tie it at 2. Sophomore guard listed at 6'1". Good leaping ability as he went to the basket there under some pretty intensive defensive pressure. Curtis Harris trying to go for the steal, gets it. Casey Lane with it, trying to go one-on-one with Austin Hisco. Now he's going to turn the other way and set up. Brendan Choate just scored those 2 points. He's going to try it again to the basket and out of bounds off of BG. As Choate dribbled into a double team there and knocked out of bounds. Went off the forearm of Giannis Nintenji. We've got a good look at that right below us. Number 22, Yassine Jakib is out on the floor for North. Trying to set a screen for Casey Lane. Jakib, baseline. Kind of closed his eyes at the last second there as Begley closed in for a block and never hit the rim. Knocked away from Nintenji to Begley. He finds Fontanella, who runs out of room baseline. Good defense played by Curtis Harris to seal off the end line. Holding it over his head for the Cardinals was Kyle Fisher. Now he gets it to Fontanella, back to Fisher. In rhythm, Hisco thought about launching a 3 from Steph Curry territory, but then thought better of it. Begley with a defender around his neck. Some of the BG fans wanted a call, but better off as Begley assists on the basket to Giannis Nintenji. He's got 4 points here early for the senior. Number 2 for the Cardinals, leading the way. 4-2 is the score. Nintenji's got them both. Trying for the first 3-pointer of the game. Casey Lane is long on the shot. Nintenji lost the handle out of bounds, and it is just a turnover. 32nd timeout, it looks like. I'm not sure who called it. We played 3 minutes into the first quarter, 8-minute quarters in New Hampshire high school girls and boys basketball. And a 4-2 lead for the Cardinals, courtesy of 2 baskets by Giannis Nintenji.
8-minute quarters and still no shot clock.
Brendan Choate
What if that's ever going to change?
Yeah, you're lobbying for the shot clock, right?
Well, I think part of the reason it hasn't changed, John, is it's expensive. You got to install the clocks.
Oh yeah.
Got to install them, maintain them.
Oh yeah.
Somebody to operate it, the whole bit.
You didn't think about that, the expense.
Yeah.
You might have seen in the background as Tim O'Neill was focused in on the Nashua North huddle there with Coach Steve Lane. There are 3 numbers, now you'll see it. There's 3 numbers in gold inflatables, 2, 12, and 14. Those are the numbers of the 3 seniors for BG, Giannis Nintenji, and Kyle Fisher, and John Begley. Jump shot, Brendan Choate was right on line, but he left it about a foot short. And Fontanella on the rebound by Nintenji. Begley went baseline. He finds Hisco for 3. A.H. has the home fans saying, ah, as he hits nothing but net on the 3. Casey Lane driving the lane, kicks it out to Brendan Choate. In rhythm, Curtis Harris for 3. Back rimmed it. Long rebound ends up in the hands of Kyle Fisher. Nintenji with a no-look pass nearly took out a teammate on the bench. Good velocity on that left-handed no-look pass, but his teammate wasn't where he thought he would be, and the ball ended up slamming off of an empty seat beyond the Titans bench. Curtis Harris will walk it up the court. We're halfway through the first quarter. Low-scoring first quarter so far. Titans have just 2 points on a Brendan Choate driving layup that rattled home. Casey Lane lost the return pass. Nintenji with another steal. I think he's got 2 or 3 so far.
Pretty soon, they're going to have to call the Choates the first family of Nashua.
First family of basketball.
They're everywhere.
Yes. Begley just holding it, looking for a teammate to come home, and that's Austin Hisco. Just hit a 3-point shot to give BG a 5-point lead. Will he shoot it again from the other side? Austin Hisco in and out. That was a good-looking shot that did not fall. off by an inch or two. Casey Lane flings it inside. Yassine Jakib with a turnaround. Casey Lane with a heroic effort at the follow of the offensive rebound. Couldn't get it. So checking into the game will be Brian Lynn, who's an impact player, 6'6", forward and center for the Titans. We've seen him play some exciting minutes of basketball in this season. Number 41, we'll keep an eye on him, not hard to do. Nintenji changes direction. Hisco has shot a couple of three-pointers, made one. He'll shoot a third, so he's 1 for 3. Hard work and rebound there by BG's Kyle Fisher, but the Cardinals lose it out of bounds. Titans need to pick up the scoring pace. They got to find an answer offensively, as we have played 5 minutes and change here. They just have that one basket, 2 points. Harris changes direction. Nice pass to Lynn. That was the Curtis Harris show right there. Beautifully done by the Titans point guard. And Ryan Lynn had an easy put in after the work done by Curtis Harris. Foul is called away from the basket. That one looks like it'll go against number 33, Nathan Kane, in the game for the Titans, as he fouled John Begley. Non-shooting foul, as Tommy Fontanella will inbound it on the near sideline. Giannis Nintenji will take a break. Giannis Nintenji had worked up a sweat in the opening warm-ups and had kept the motor running right through the first 5 minutes of this one, so he'll take a breather. And John Begley backs it out. Kyle Fisher hands it off. Hisco tried to find Begley cutting to the basket, but he thought better of the layup attempt. Hisco double team, kicks it out. Fontanella does a good job of collecting that at the top of his leap. Begley changes direction. Double teamed, ends up standing with the nothing but him in the basket, and rebound Titans. And Harris got stripped from behind. Good defense, good hustle from behind defense by BG to take the ball away. Under 2 minutes to go, first quarter. In rhythm, three-point attempt. Oh, way off to the right by Andrew Lucier. He's hearing the airball chants from the Titans fans who are here at the BG gym. Curtis Harris had Lucier in his grill, so he decided not to shoot the three-pointer. And timeout, Bishop Guertin with possession of the ball. And a 7-4 game.
John, it just doesn't look like either team has really established much of a tempo that they want. You
No.
know, North, Guertin's defensively is playing a pretty good game. They're stopping North from running the ball.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But they just have to get a little bit more organized on offense. I think Steve Lane's probably happy with the defense his team is playing right now. But you can tell, I mean, North wants to take off and get going, and they're not able to do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that Curtis Harris to Ryan Lynn pass and make, that could be formulaic. They want to go back to that. That was pretty effective. For a 6'6" guy, you know, you want to take advantage where you can.
Got to. You know, that's the thing in high school basketball in New Hampshire. Use your assets wisely.
Well, let's see if they do go back to it. They need some scoring punch here. Down 7-4 with just a minute and a half to go first quarter. Casey Lane with it. He's going to try a jumper, and in and out. Good rebound by Yassine Jakib. Baseline, tried to bounce it to Lynn, but John Begley intercepts the bounce pass and knocks it out of bounds. You can probably hear in the background head coach Matt Regan for BG shouting some instructions. He's pretty close to where our announcer table is here on stage behind the basket. Ryan Lynn had Giannis Nintenji almost blocked that, so he passed it. Lynn's going to try a three-pointer. Left it short. Lynn fighting for the rebound, ends up in Austin Hisco's hands as he crisscrosses to the right. 1 minute to go in the first period. BG working on a 7-4 lead. Andrew Lucier flings it to Sam Mullett. Sam Mullett newly in the game. He can shoot it. Sam Mullett, the sophomore guard, has it overhead. Nintenji changes directions. Giannis Nintenji, brilliant play for two. 9-4 BG lead with Half a minute to go. Brendan Choate. Driving, Nathan Kane kicks it out to Ryan Lynn. Now Choate setting a screen was Lynn. Choate's shot is missed. Ntenji had to dribble so he didn't get called for the travel. Sam Mullett kicks it back up top. Kyle Fisher, 5 seconds left. Somebody's got to shoot it. It's going to be Hisco, and he's off to the right. First quarter is over. One of the lowest scoring first quarters we've had this season. 9-4 BG lead.
You get an open shot like that at the buzzer?
Yeah. You know what, though?
Gotta make those.
He wasn't locked in visually on the basket when he let it go. It was kind of a desperation heave because the clock was running out. You know, but he was open. They
gotta hit those.
Both the girls and boys teams for BG need to work on their buzzer shots because they one team didn't get one off at all, and the other team rushed it.
The problem is for BG, for the boys team, they only have one more game after this to work on.
They do, I know. Huh?
You know, it's
going to be something to think about next season.
John, I'll tell you, if South doesn't get in, and they've got Alvern as we're doing this game right now, if they don't get in, it'd be unfathomable that
first time in your career
for all three Nashua teams, never seen it before.
Never seen it before.
Don't think I've seen it.
Are you talking just strictly boys or
boys? All three city teams.
Bishop Guertin
since the split,
South and North since the split. First time all three have been shut out from the playoffs.
You got 3 shots. You got 3 shots at
it. That's
one,
right.
One usually makes it at least.
Yeah. You know, and no lie, we have a lot of basketball talent in the city. But they just haven't been able to put it together as a team.
A lot of it's leaving the city.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, especially on this the South and North teams. That is true. Curtis Harris. Nice pass to Casey Lane. Curtis Harris has had a couple of very nice assists in this game, and they need to see more of that from him. Casey Lane with a chance for a 3-point play as he goes to the line. It is a one-possession game now, 9-6. Guertin in the lead as Lane calmly hits that free throw. It is a 3-point play, 9-7. Guertin led from the opening seconds with a Giannis Ntenji lay-in, and he's trying to do the same thing here, but it won't go. Ntenji able to get the rebound, but skidding to a stop on one knee, got called for the travel. And it is a North possession with a chance to tie or take the lead as Curtis Harris walks it up the floor. Yassine Jakib looking for the cutter. That was Brendan Choate underneath, but Austin Hisco was right with him. Here comes Nathan Kane, kicks it out. Jakib launching into a double team, blocked by Begley. Saved by Ntenji, gives it back to Begley in the sideline. It's Austin Hisco for 3. Oh, look good out of his hand. Ntenji with the tip-in. Giannis Ntenji playing a great game on senior night here at the Caliga Dome. Curtis Harris. Ntenji gets called for the block, but what a solid slap of the basketball he had at the very end there to block the Yassine Jakib try. And apparently they're going to call it a shooting foul. Curtis Harris with another great court vision type of assist to find the open teammate underneath in the optimum spot to make a basket. Thing is, Giannis Ntenji with some fierce defense underneath, not giving up any easy lay-ins, and that puts Jakib at the line to have to earn it. Misses the first free throw. Makes the second, 11-8, still a one-possession game as BG takes the ball out of their own end. We're a minute into the second quarter. 7 minutes left in the half. Giannis Ntenji with Jakib trying to stay with him, but he splits the double team. So elusive is Giannis. Goes to the line, drew the foul on the way to the hoop. So Giannis Ntenji at the line. He's out there on the floor with John Begley and Tommy Fontanella, Sam Mullet, and Austin Hisco, the 5 players for North. Do have a substitution now as Yassine Jakib comes off, and C.J. Barrett comes into the game. C.J. Barrett with Curtis Harris, Nathan Kane, Brendan Choate, and Casey Lane are out there. Casey Lane had it knocked out of bounds by Begley over his shoulder, so North retains possession. North down by 4 with the ball, 12-8, BG in the lead. 6:45 to go in the first half of February 20, 2018 contest. Curtis Harris looking for an open teammate. Everybody's outside right now, so Brendan Choate knifing through, great elevation, gets his miss back, and kickball. Curtis Harris trying to intercept that bounce pass, got a foot on it. So BG will inbound underneath their own basket. Yassine Jakib, after a quick breather, checks back into the game. C.J. Barrett trying to guard Begley, changes direction, gains some ground. Fontanella off of a screen by Begley. Actually, Brendan Choate stayed right with him. Sam Mullet puts the brakes on.
One thing Guertin's doing defensively, John, they're not letting North get any easy baskets. Everything's a struggle down low.
Right. So here comes Curtis Harris with his head up. This will be a shot from distance. C.J. Barrett left it short. Yassine Jakib with a nice try for the rebound, but lost it to Austin Hisco. Begley, bounce pass underneath. Sam Mullet going up against some tough defense, gets it to go. Good competitive determination by Sam Mullet, baseline for the 2 points.
Boy,
and a chance for a 3-point play.
What a strong move. Just stayed with it on the rebound.
That's just competitive fire right there. It's like, hey, I'm going to make this basket.
I think they've got that edge in them now after that win over Memorial. It's confidence.
Yeah, as we mentioned, upset win over Memorial, who has got a terrific record this year, by the way. At the top of the standings, BG beat them. And BG has lost 6 of 12 losses this year by 5 points or less. So should use more of that fire next season for sure. John Begley trying to close in on Yassine Jakib and contested lay-in, and I think it was a good non-call. Missed the shot from in close. Yassine Jakib changing directions. You would think 11 minutes into a game with 14 points, no guarantee you'd be in the lead, but Sam Mullet has that swatted away by Casey Lane on the shot block. Darrell Yepto is in the game for Bishop Guertin, number 31. Darrell Yepto. Begley with his back to the basket, gives it off to Fontanella. There's nothing there, so Nintenji will try a jumper for what would have been 2 points. C.J. Barrett, Casey Lane, one-handed for 2. Nicely done. And it looks like Giannis is hurting. He did something, maybe he's cramped. It looks like his calf muscle is just all seized up. So he's got to hobble off. And
wow, you would think there'd be some cramps on a night like this when it's warmer out.
Yeah, it was 60 degrees today, which is February 20. You know that's not going to last, but
still,
it kind of
John,
threw everything off.
You could see on that 2-point shot, all right, that he took, that he's not used to shooting from the outside. What a weapon that would be if he could, because he had wide open threes that he didn't take on that last possession.
Right.
You know, and then he dribbled inside 2 steps to get the 2-point shot, which I don't understand.
Ball's up top. Casey Lane changes direction, kicks it back outside. C.J. Barrett driving the paint with Yepto in his face, somehow makes it. C.J. Barrett with a nice athletic move there. Close game, 16-12. BG up by 4 as the Titans make a little bit of a surge here. Sam Mullet gets it in the corner. A double team on Andrew Lucier. Manages to find Fontanella, who gets it underneath, and it is over the basket, no good. Lucier. Barrett not able to get what would have been a two-pointer. Stepped on the line as he leaped. Begley gets it stolen, the pass. Oh! Sam Mullet hits the ground
they're
hard.
all hitting the ground on this one.
Yeah, Lane and Barrett, Mullet going at it there, and Sam might have hit his left hip or elbow as he came down hard. Both players staying out on the court though. After the contact, it'll be Bishop Guertin basketball. 3:28 to go in the first half. Bounce pass in the corner. Andrew Lucier back to Begley. Yepto, Mullet. Inside, Fontanella has all kinds of arms and hands to deal with, and it is a foul called against the Titans. Non-shooting foul. Bishop Guertin trying to add to a 16-12 lead with just over 3 minutes to go first half. Daryl Yepto hands it off to Sam Mullet. Looking for an open teammate. That'll be Lucier back to Mullet. No shot clock in New Hampshire high school basketball, so you see these episodes where teams will hold the ball for maybe a full minute sometimes before taking a shot. Fontanella underneath gets it off, but not a good look at the basket in the end. A tough defense played by the Titans. Curtis Harris with the hesitation move through the paint. Drops it off to Jakib off the glass and in.
Great foul by Jakib.
So it's a 2-point game as John Begley dribbles it up, gives it to Mullet. Yepto in the corner. Darryl has it back. Daryl Yepto passes back, playing some catch with Andrew Lucier. Now we'll get it over the other side to Sam Mullet. Thinking about the shot was Daryl Yepto. They swing it up top. Lucier with it. Holding it. They dare Yepto to take the shot. Same thing with Lucier. Mullet being guarded by Brendan Choate. Perimeter passing only here by BG. Under 2 minutes to play first half. They're up by just a basket. 16-14. Lucier. CJ Barrett immediately on him. Brendan Choate up close against Fontanella. Begley baseline. I gotta say, BG did the job there. They finally waited. Great patience, and Begley with an easy put in.
Very patient on that play.
Well, a 4-point lead for the Cardinals. Jakib hits the side of the backboard. Barrett gets the rebound. Choate for three. Had Tommy Fontanella charging toward him in midair and couldn't make the three-point attempt. That would have been huge. It would have given North their first lead of the game. Instead, would have only made it a 1-point game. 18-14, BG is on top. They've been on top since the opening seconds of this first half with a lay-in by Giannis Nintenji, the senior, on senior night, playing a nice game. He's not in there right now. He had a calf cramp. Daryl Yepto for three. They were daring him to take it. He finally did. He missed long. Curtis Harris with 1 minute exactly left to go first half. He finds Jakib underneath, but immediately double teamed. CJ Barrett for three, rattles in and out.
This game is begging for North to get hot from the outside. It's just not happening.
Oh, and now it is an ankle injury for Yassine Jakib, who was
That's tough.
60 feet away from the basketball over in the corner here. I don't know exactly how he did it. He might have landed on an opponent's foot. That's what often happens. You see those ankle injuries. People come down awkwardly, and he is hobbling off the court right now. Yassine Jakib. He will have to probably sit for the rest of this first half, and then he'll have the halftime break to try to recover. Hopefully it's not serious. As I look down to my right to see Giannis Nintenji, looks in better shape over here. That calf cramp apparently gone away, although he may also sit for the remainder of this first half. With 45 seconds left, Brendan Choate going to work. His team down by 4, 18-14. Curtis Harris on the sideline. Looking to pass to Lynn, but denying him the ball was Yepto. Driving, Nathan Kane ran into a brick wall in the person of John Begley, but Begley moving just enough to get called for the blocking foul. And to the line will go Nathan Kane. Nathan, tall freshman, 6'2".
Sure is. They grow tall around here, don't they?
John Begley, 6'3" and about 40 pounds more, though, it looks like. Non-shooting foul, they decided, and I think rightly.
Harris does not drive to the basket. You notice that?
No, he likes to pass before he
gives
gets
it
there.
up.
Yeah. Which I think he has to go to the basket once in a while to keep the defense honest.
He's got to. He gives the defense.
Yeah, he's got to draw more defenders if you want to pass.
Keeps them
every
honest.
time.
You know, keeps them honest.
Curtis Harris does a good job of coming to that pass from Lynn. It almost got intercepted. 7 seconds. Brendan Choate's going to put it up. Wiley, he thought he would draw a foul, and he did not. There's time to shoot this for Fontanella, but a nice. Oh, they're going to call the foul on C.J. Barrett. With the buzzer sounding to end the first half. He's going to get to shoot 3.
That is a tough one.
And you know what? I think it was the right call.
Yeah, it is. You got to call it.
He made bodily contact. I think he did get ball. It was a partial block, but at the line, Fontanella will get to shoot 2 more. And it's not quiet as a church here at Bishop Guertin right now. The North fans want to make a miss, and it's working so far. Tom's pet peeve has been handled.
Yes, I've seen it a couple times this year. I heard it.
Even louder, and Fontanella, unfortunately, with the hat trick, misses all 3.
Ouch.
Yeah. So we'll go to the locker room. A low-scoring half, Tom.
Yeah, low-scoring half, and I don't know if it's because of defense or offensive futility. I can't tell.
Well, we'll see if.
But we'll see how it changes in the second half.
Yeah, we'll see if anything changes. We'll take a quick break. John Collins with Tom King. BG leads it at halftime, 18-14 over North. We'll be right back with exciting second half action after this.
Everything starts out small. The things that hurt us, they all start from somewhere. The words we say, the things we do, they can grow into something else. What was small and innocent can become big and sometimes scary. All it takes is one comment, one picture, one video for something to catch fire. But a big problem doesn't need a big response. Not at first. Even if we don't know what to say, the eye emoji can be that first step we take. Let's all pledge to take that first small step together and change the world in a big way. I'm a witness, and so are you.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Caliga Dome on the campus of Bishop Guertin High School. We have a good game going. Low scoring, but very close. 18-14, Bishop Guertin in the lead.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though, right? If you take the 2 Nashua North teams, what do you need to work on? Some offense, because the girls' team had 15 at halftime, the boys' team 14.
Instant offense, Austin Hisco hits a 3-pointer. 21-14 in the opening seconds of the second half. Maybe it'll be a different story scoring-wise. We'll see. But the biggest lead of the game for Bishop Guertin right out of the gate here in the second half, 21-14. Casey Lane up to Ryan Lynn. Lynn almost lost his pivot foot there and passes it to Brendan Choate. C.J. Barrett. Curtis Harris, who's got the assist machine working, but hasn't driven to the basket himself all that much. Brendan Choate with it. You sense the uncertainty here for North about exactly what kind of shot they want to take. Ryan Lynn's going to take a 3. Swish! the big guy from way downtown. 2 3-pointers to open the scoring, one for each team here in the second half. 21-17, back to a 4-point lead for the Cardinals. Austin Hisco's made a couple of 3-pointers in this game. I'm sure he's going to shoot some more. Giannis Ntenji right in close, but somehow lost the handle on that, which should have been an easy put-in for him. Casey Lane for 3, nails it.
And they need more of that, that's for sure.
Some hot shooting for the Titans. 2 3-pointers make it a 1-point game early in the third. Inside, Begley puts it on the floor, up and in. John Begley on senior night, making an impact and gets his team back on top by 3, 23-20. Harris lost the handle, saved it, but right to Bishop Guertin. Ntenji's got to corral it. He finds Kyle Fisher behind the play. Fisher thought about shooting it. Instead, it's Austin Hisco directing traffic near midcourt. Inside, Begley, almost a no-look pass. Austin Hisco hits 2 3-pointers in the second half for Austin Hisco. 3 in the game. And he's got 9 from beyond the arc in this one. 26-20. Home team on top by 6. Brendan Cho changes direction. Nice pass to Lynn. He probably should have put that up. Harris by default. It deflected to him in the corner. Didn't want to shoot the 3. Casey Lane to Brendan Cho. Goes to his left. Stops and pops from the free throw line. Contested rebound. Harris lost the handle. He's not sure how. John Begley with it. And now Tommy Fontanella across half court. Fontanella kicks it back to Begley. 3 minutes played here in the third quarter. Austin Hisco trying for his 4th 3-pointer of the game. Ryan Lynn, the big guy, came way out to get a fingertip on that shot and call it a block shot if you want. Never reached the hoop. There's a blocking foul against the Cardinals. Guertin working on a 6-point lead as Sam Mullett checks back into the game. Kyle Fisher comes off. And Casey Lane inbounds it to Curtis Harris. Curtis Harris with Giannis Ntenji guarding him. Goes to his right. He's going to shoot it. This will be a 2-pointer, in and out. Austin Hisco. Sam Mullett. Mullett to Hisco.
Your last name is Mullet. Don't you have to have the hairdo to go with it? The haircut to go with it?
I've known Sam since he was a
Wow,
kid.
nice back move by Begley.
I don't think he's had it ever.
Begley is a strong player, John. He really is. I like him a lot. Plays well on a defensive end. Goes strong to the hoop both ways.
Yeah.
It's too bad.
Ryan Lynn.
You can tell he's a senior, you know?
Yeah. Mullets are out, though, right now, right? The hairdo?
I don't know what's in. I don't know what's out. I don't know what's
Somebody
up.
had it at the Super
John,
Bowl,
I don't
think.
know what's in, out, up, or down, okay?
I'm pretty sure one player had it at the Super Bowl. I forget who it was, and he got remarked on for that. Out of
Oh, yeah,
bounds.
I was there. It wasn't Foles. I
Was
forget
one of
who
the
it was.
defensive players, wasn't it?
Not sure.
Yeah.
I remember that.
It wasn't Solder, was it? He was the.
Yes.
Was it Nate
Yes,
Solder?
it was Solder.
Yeah.
Who's a free agent now, by the way?
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. So he wants to get paid, right?
Well,
He might not come back.
I don't know. I don't know if he wants to retire, if he wants to get paid. I'm not sure. Nate's
Some football talk just broke
he's a
out.
pretty easygoing guy who's got, obviously, he's beaten cancer. His son is battling cancer. It's not easy.
I
you
mean,
know? It's a lot to think about.
I like that he's on the team. I think he's a quality player and a leader, and I hope they don't lose him. Curtis Harris has it, gives it to Casey Lane, kicks it outside. C.J. Barrett swings it in rhythm. Brendan Choate for 3.
They needed that.
They did.
They needed that.
Yeah, they make it a 5-point game again.
Yeah, no question about it.
BG was threatening to run away a little bit on the scoreboard. Ntenji thought about going right to the hoop and exploiting the seam, but thought better of it. Sam Mullett up top. Fontanella back to Mullett. Great athleticism, but cannot get it to fall as he had double team defensive pressure. Lane stop and pop. John Begley crashing the boards, grabs a hold of that rebound and gets it to Fontanella. Austin Hisco for three. Austin Hisco with 4 3-pointers in this game, accounting for 12 of BG's 31 points. Austin Hisco's show right now as he steals it and floats in for 2. 5 quick points for number 24. And store 24 is
Let me tell you
open
about Austin Hisco.
for business.
Austin's emailed me a couple times. Very confident in his abilities. Very confident in his abilities.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Yeah.
And you know what? He showed it right out there.
He did.
And that's what you want to see.
I mean, just off the top of my head, he's got 14 points. He's got 4 3-pointers and that 2-point basket off of his steal, filling up the stat
And you know
sheet.
what? He had a big night in the South game, too. He had a bit in the first half. Remember that first half he had? He didn't score much in the second half. That first half,
Right.
you know, had like 15 in the first half.
Yeah, he was a big reason why I thought they were on to do great things, at least to make the playoffs. And
No
I saw
doubt
that
about it.
game. But they ended up losing a dozen games, and 6 were really close. And they upset Memorial in their most recent contest, and they seem to have carried that momentum into this game against North. North putting up a great fight, but down 10 because of Austin Hisco accounting for 5 points in about 20 seconds. 2:22 to go in the third quarter. We mentioned the seniors for BG several times. Looking on the North roster, they have senior Pat McCarthy, CJ Barrett, and Casey Lane and Ryan Lynn. 4 listed. We have not said Pat McCarthy's name. I hope he's not hurt. He's on the roster. Nathan Kane corrals it. Casey Lane. Curtis Harris makes it. Curtis Harris with a rare trip to the basket.
Yeah, Begley was off to the side, away from that, and I think Harris saw that and saw he had his man beat. Here comes Hisco. Watch.
Hisco, as Brendan Choate came out too
that's a
far, and
lot of
Hisco burned him.
But the speed, he went by 3 guys to get that layup, and left bodies in his wake.
Oh, a nasty collision there. John Begley and Nathan Kane both having difficulty getting back to their
Boy.
feet. You don't see that too often.
I think Lane,
Both
thinks
players
Lane
can't
can
get up.
but not Begley. Lane is up.
Lane looks like he's holding his right ankle, and Begley maybe more around the left knee, and hopefully it's just a bruise as he gets helped up.
Boy, Ntenji and Begley both out.
Ntenji has.
He's no ice on
Has
his.
he not come back? He was-
Yeah, he has. But,
Yeah, he has, but-
But they both suffered injuries that are going to have to take it out of the game.
Yeah. A couple
Boy,
seniors on senior night getting banged up.
yeah, Kyle Tave, I believe, is going to take a look at. No, Tave's not. The trainer is.
We saw in the schedule both of these teams have games remaining, yes?
Well, they have another week.
Another week to go.
They have Friday, and they have 3 more games each.
Right.
The girls' season ends a week before the boys.
Right. Yeah.
Starts a week before, ends a week before, including the tournament.
Yeah.
The championship game on March 10th will be quarterfinal day / night for the boys.
Curtis Harris with it. Casey Lane on the wing. Nathan Kane. Lane to Kane. Back to Lane. Going baseline. And gets fouled.
Now North's trying to stay within striking distance. Down 10 with just over 2 to play in the quarter, and now it's 124, and you're still down 10. 116, actually.
So all North needs on their team is a guy named Candy. Like John Candy?
Yeah.
Candy Cane Lane. For 2.
That doesn't do it.
No?
No.
Casey Lane makes his free throws, and it's 35-27. Austin Hisco has put on a show here in the second half especially. Driving, Andrew Lucier kicks it out, and then Tenji looks back to his old self, 100% again.
Yeah, how do you have that kind of injury and look at that kind of pain?
I'm pretty sure it was a cramp.
And be
I
able
don't
to
think
play.
it was a...
Yeah, it must have been a cramp.
Yeah, yeah.
Had to be.
But still, yeah, he's moving good. Casey Lane in rhythm
Swish,
for three,
no.
left it short, and then Tenji with the rebound,
Here
just
he
one
goes.
player to beat. Fakes the pass, goes to the hoop, and the follow by Fontanella. Nintenji, 3 bites at the apple for BG, and they get 2. Half minute to go, third quarter. 10-point lead for the Cardinals. Curtis Harris trying to make something happen and got fouled as he went baseline. Maybe a non-shooting foul. We'll have to wait and see. We can't see any, whether it's in the bonus or not. Non-shooting foul. C.J. Barrett checks back into the game. Yassine Jakib comes out. Casey Lane will inbound it. North needs a few points here. Make a dent in that BG lead before the end of the third quarter. Harris with it. .11 seconds to go, and a block. Andrew Lucier stopping Curtis Harris on his drive. Saving it was Nathan Kane. Barrett, Harris has 2 seconds. He lets it go. He thought he had less, and he can't make it. So
John, we've seen 3 buzzer beaters. 4, you count the girls' game.
Yeah.
None of them have made it.
I know. Yeah. So let's see. It was 18-14 at halftime.
Yes, it was.
So I'm doing some math here. It looks like BG scored 19 points, right? Yeah, BG scored 19 and North scored 13. So the third quarter contained more scoring
than the first half combined.
Than the first half, the
Right.
first 2 quarters
Right.
combined. Yep. A lot of threes were being made. So I think we saw an end to that offensive futility that we were wondering about in the first half, with both teams showing some more scoring ability, but BG maintaining the margin of difference there in that third quarter and adding to it by 6. They're up by 10 now, 37-27. With 1 quarter left to play, what was once a close game, BG threatening to run away a little bit. Let's see if North has an answer. Curtis Harris with it. Casey Lane, C.J. Barrett, now Curtis. BG did a good job of sealing off the lane with that zone, collapsing. C.J. actually, that was number 2 for North. Nice lay-in. Fontanella goes baseline for 2. It's a 12-point lead for the Cardinals, 39-27. That's Andrew Terrace, number 2, out in the game for the Titans. John Begley is back out there, by the way, after hobbling off. Curtis Harris draws foul. He's at the line. 39-27. Every free throw an opportunity to cut down the lead, but can't make that one. And he makes that second one. So it's a 11-point advantage for the Cardinals. Begley breaking the full court press.
That's what North's got to do. They've got to get it back on the defensive end. But time's a wasting. There's only 7.5 left to play in the game.
Kyle Fisher gives it to Hisco.
Here he
Hisco
goes. He wanted to.
Collides with some players.
That's a case where Hisco, being the young player that he is has got to give the ball up once the double team converges. He couldn't get through the double team. If he had, he would have had a layup. And he turns the ball over.
Yeah, officials had a talk about that, but they saw that one of the BG players swept the ball out of bounds with his hand, so Titans possession.
Sophomore Hisco.
Determined Curtis Harris goes to the hoop and draws a foul.
Yeah, see, he needed to do that early. I don't know if that was so much a foul. I thought that was a clean block by Begley. I
think Begley thought so too.
I didn't see any contact there, but again, still liked what Curtis Harris did. I wish he had done that a little bit more in the first half. Now all of a sudden you're seeing Curtis Harris at the line because he's doing those things.
He made 1 of 2 his last trip to the line. Has a chance to do the same here, but that would be 50% shooting if he can make this one. Nintenji with the rebound. Giannis with his head up has to go back to Fontanella. Shifts direction a few times to buy some space. Nintenji to Kyle Fisher. John Begley way out near half court. Timeout by Coach Matt Regan. So we'll keep our lens on the Cardinals huddle as they call the timeout. John Collins with Tom King, our cameraman Tim O'Neill, as the BG cheerleaders do their thing down in front of the stage. As we record this on a February 20th, 2018, the Winter Olympics in South Korea are ongoing. We're all going to be glued to the USA versus Canada Women's Olympic Hockey gold medal game is scheduled for 11 a.m. on a Wednesday, February 21. Could be a memorable day in the life of many of those Olympians. Foul away from the basket. Looked like it went against number 12, C.J. Barrett of the Titans. Non-shooting foul. Fontanella inbounds it to Kyle Fisher. Fisher double teamed, trying to get free. Finds Hisco. He could have shot it. He's been shooting threes all day. But instead, great court vision by Hisco. And great pass to Fontanella, who's all by himself underneath the basket for 2. 13-point lead for the Cardinals, 41-28. Barrett drives for 2. CJ with a much-needed basket for the Titans as they reach the 30-point plateau. But rather late in this one with 6 minutes left. Nintenji, no-look pass right on the money, but Fontanella lost the handle on the way to the basket. Nathan Kane will inbound it. And Curtis Harris has it. Brendan Choate finds a wide open lane, but can't get it to go. Travel called against BG after they secured the defensive rebound. Brendan Choate made a nice decision there. All of a sudden the sea parted and he went right to the hoop, but somehow threw himself off with the contact on the defensive player with the right-handed attempt. Casey Lane draws the foul underneath. It's going to be against Andrew Lucier, actually they do it backwards. It's 1-2. That'll be Kyle Fisher, the foul called against. Casey Lane at the line. Hits the first of 2 free throws. 10-point game, 41-31.
Yeah, it's got to cut down. They've got to get some turnovers.
North needs a surge.
Yep, they do, and it's got to come again. It's got to come from the defensive side.
Yep. Creating turnovers that lead to offense. Let's see if they can do it. Casey Lane misses the second of 2 free throws. So it remains a 10-point game, 41-31. Cardinals with the lead in the ball. Nintenji putting on a dribbling display. Splits the defense. And we have a jump ball or foul? Ntenji was fouled on his way through the lane, a hold on the wrist. John Begley inbounds it to Giannis Ntenji, gets a return pass, turns around and lost the handle off of the shoulder of either Brendan Choate or Curtis Harris, so it's still BG ball. 5.5 minutes exactly left to go in the game, 5:30. Cardinals trying to add to their 10-point lead as Begley inbounds it to Hisco, immediately covered by Andrew Terrace. Cardinals retain possession. Hisco double teamed, got pushed. Terrace commits the foul. Running from the official, this is too much contact to ignore. Hisco
still a 10-point game. Hisco running the show.
Yeah. Ntenji calls for the screen. Curtis Harris with a nice poke check there. And Ntenji goes flying through. Got a
no way, he should have been fouled there. He didn't have enough momentum to the hoop. He couldn't because he had a teammate on the floor. He would have landed on him. And he knew it.
Exactly. It threw his shot off, so you could have just let him do his thing, and
exactly.
it would have been an air ball and a layup
exactly. But the instinct takes over.
Right.
You know? That's hard. Hard to deal with.
It would have defied physics for Giannis Ntenji to reach the basket there, as
yes,
John Begley was sprawled.
Yes, it would
on the floor. But he is at the line and a chance to expand on a 10-point lead. Still 41-31. Great crowd on hand here for a Tuesday night game.
It is.
Late February.
Yeah, definitely between two teams that really aren't going anywhere.
Good parental support, fan support. Ntenji missed them both. Brendan Choate with it.
That hurts. You got to hit your free throws to put the other team away.
Andrew Terrace for three would have been a big make.
Sure would have.
Got a foul committed by the Titans. It's on Curtis Harris. Backcourt violation. Looking for that turnover the quick and dirty way after the miss. Trying to steal it in the backcourt, gets whistled for the foul. BG with it. Deflected pass, Ntenji does a good job avoiding about 3 collisions, but out of bounds off the Titans.
All right, big smart move by Ntenji not to touch that ball again.
Begley inbounds it. Tommy Fontanella hands it off to Austin Hisco. High score in the game. Ntenji has an opportunity, just can't convert.
Oh, he was just so alone.
Harris, Casey Lane hits it as he falls into the stands. Steve Lane's dad wanted a 4-point play possibility there. He thought he was fouled in the follow-through. Begley, offensive foul. Casey Lane with a couple of great plays on either end, a 3-pointer, and then he drew the offensive foul. Begley is hobbling again. This senior night game has not been kind to him.
No.
As he's been on the floor a lot. Biggest guy on the floor has been on the floor. Actually, I spoke too soon. Ryan Lynn's about to inbound this.
And there's a lot of basketball left to be played. There's 4:20 to go.
Yeah, this is an opportunity here. The door is open for North.
Yes, it is. Wide open.
With possession, trailing by 7 with 4:14 to go. Casey Lane with a big make on that 3. They need to follow up, though. And he's going to try it again from the other side. Casey Lane show. Timeout, Guertin. It is a 4-point game, folks. That shows you when you get hot from beyond the 3-point arc, the tone of the game can change dramatically and quickly. And that's what's happened here. We're almost at a 1-possession game with a lot of basketball left to be played. So Bishop Guertin was not destined to run away and hide on the scoreboard.
Not in this one, no.
And a double concern, the momentum that North has and Begley's hobbling. I think he's staying out there, but he doesn't look comfortable. That's for sure.
That's just it. You know, do you want him out there? You don't want it. You don't want it to be 4.5 on 5.
You know what? I think that's what it is.
It's going to be that way. You're right. That's what they're going to do.
Definitely favoring the left leg. What's this? What is this? Something about the scoreboard, the clock, or what is it?
Don't know. We have the view of the one scoreboard, not the main one that's around the corner from us.
It didn't look like any change that I could see. 41-37 remains the score. BG has the ball, and Curtis Harris knocks it out of bounds.
There's the press. All that delay allowed North to set its defense.
Yeah. And they come up with the turnover, the defensive-driven turnover, and now a chance to make it a 1-score game.
Exactly. And Lane will inbound it, but you know what? He'll get it back pretty quickly. If they're smart. He's the hot hand.
Brendan Choate, Lane, and Fontanella right in his grill. They're daring Choate to shoot it. He gets it inside to Lynn. Cross-court pass. Harris moves it quickly to the corner. Nathan Kane's shot was long, and we have a whistle that goes against the Titans in favor of the Cardinals. I guess they think he knocked it out of bounds.
Knocked it out through his hands. Yep.
Yeah. Ryan Lynn will come off. Still a 4-point game. Cardinals looking for some insurance points. Sam Mullet with it.
Looking for more than that, John. It's a 40. This game is not in doubt.
Well, it's much too soon to just to dribble out the clock. I mean, oh, look at that shot after the whistle blew. I think you're going to be getting another email.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's also that wide receiver we watch in football.
Oh, that's right.
Very good.
Number 5, right?
Yes.
In football. And the Austin Hisco show will continue. He's a sophomore.
Oh, but he misses a big free throw.
Nice looking for him. It just didn't go.
I was surprised. I thought it was a swish all the way.
It was a 1-and-1. Titans get the rebound. Chance to make it a 1-score game again. Nathan Kane with it. Ryan Lynn is back out there.
Almost dragged that pivot foot.
And in fact, Matt Regan,
Lane's
the coach of BG, he wanted the call.
Lane wants this shot, boy. I'll tell you. They should set up a screen him off.
Fontanella's not giving him any room.
Nope.
Brendan Choate with it. Ryan Lynn will take it. And I was going to say, make it look great out of his hand, but
that's not who they want taking the three-pointer.
Tell you what, he's so big and strong. He just flicks his wrist, and he's got plenty of range, but that one didn't fall. It would have been a huge make.
Sure would have.
Goes without saying in a 4-point game. Instead, in the penalty now, the Titans commit a foul, and to the line, Andrew Lucier, as we'll get a look at his free throw shooting form from up close.
And that's a big one.
Yeah, it was. 1-and-1 again. That would have been a live rebound. Instead, Andrew Lucier gets to shoot a pair. Could put his team up by 6.
No.
Ryan Lynn rebound. Curtis Harris with it. Titans need some offense. It was 37-27 at the end of the third quarter break. Titans trail by 5. Casey Lane, who made 2 big three-pointers in this late surge. He's trying to, again, line drive, doesn't make it. I don't know if it was partially deflected. Austin Hisco with the long rebound.
Big possession for BG. If they can get 2 points here that could be enough.
Up
Begley's
by-
going to take it. He's going to
Yeah,
get
got
fouled.
fouled by Lynn, who was way away from the basket.
See, you know what? He didn't have that burst. And I wonder if it was because of the injury, because usually he could blow by that, that play.
Yeah. And Lynn, a little bit desperate there. He knew how far he was from the basket. He thought that Begley might have an unchecked route. And so he committed the foul.
Let's see what this does in terms of his foul shooting. Push. Because you got to push off your legs. See? Didn't have it.
No. He's a lefty, too. I think it's his left leg that's hurting. So he was pushing off that one specifically.
Yep, and didn't have it.
Yeah, Curtis Harris weaving his way into and out of a double team. Brendan Choate thought about it.
Think about this. They missed 2 front ends and 1-on-1s and a back end.
Ryan Lynn with a beautiful turnaround kiss off the glass. It is a 3-point game. A 3-pointer could tie it for North, but first they got to play some defense.
Oh, you thought about it.
Begley holding it. Lucier, 1 possession game with 1:30 left. Can't ask for much more. Begley driving, draws the foul.
But can he hit the shots? He had pushed to get to the line like that. So let's see if he can make his free throws.
He almost grabbed Joe Marcelina's notebook right there at the very end of the drive.
I would have taken it and thrown it in the stands.
He would have taken it and write down, nice play by Begley, and give it back.
And that's a big free throw. 2-shot foul, so the 1-on-1 pressure was off him. 1:27 left to play. 43-39 in favor of the Cardinals.
Cardinals, who've lost so many close games this season, trying to close this one out as they're on top late.
I'll tell you what, North hasn't led in this game, have they?
They have not. They got within 1.
5-point game.
Driving, Harris, push foul before the shot. Let's see if Bishop Guertin's in the penalty. Yeah. This might be a 1-and-1 for Harris, so pressure on this free throw, down by 5 with 1:18 left. As Andrew Lucier checks back into the game, Kyle Fisher will take a breath. Harris makes it. It was a 1-and-1 situation. Chance again to make it a 1-possession game. 44-40. Pressure on this free throw again for Curtis Harris with 1:18 remaining. He makes them both.
Oh, he's clutch.
44-41. Tommy Fontanella facing full court pressure with Hisco. Back to Fontanella. Begley's got it. Puts the shoulder down. What do we have? Blocking foul.
Yeah, it should have been a blocking foul. He was moving right with him.
I mean, it looks bad because you got the bigger guy knocking down the smaller guy.
Exactly, it's an optical illusion.
Begley earns it. He goes to the line. Casey Lane's actually debating it with Begley right now. I think you can see it from Tim's angle, but Begley's actually laughing about it with Lane. Both playing referee. He makes the adjustment on the free throw. John Begley does. And it's a 4-point game. 1:08. A lot transpired in the last 10 seconds.
I think the next foul is a 2-shot, bonus situation will take effect.
Ryan Lynn checks back in. And
this time he makes 2.
Wow, big free throws for Begley.
5-point game, still a lot of time left.
Yeah.
North needs a 3, though, but they don't have to have it right now.
Yeah.
Harris is going to go to the hoop. He's going to lose the ball.
Wow.
A foul call.
A blocking call? I didn't see it, I confess.
Yeah. You and I are saying the same thing.
We're looking right down the court where the ball handler had it, and we're like, who got blocked? He almost lost the ball, I think, on the dribble. But instead, Curtis Harris is back at the line for 2 more pressure free throws. A 1-and-1. 1-and-1. Okay, so this is live, this rebound, if there is one. If Curtis can make them, it's back to a 3-point game again. Nope. And then Tenji with the rebound. Haven't said Giannis's name in a while. That's a key rebound, though. Andrew Lucier gets fouled. They'll choose to put him at the line. I think this is the double bonus. Is this 2 shots?
Yes.
Yeah, it
2.
is.
52.2 left. Again, both teams leaving points on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Clutch free throw by Lucier.
It expands the lead out to 6. Miss Lynn. Curtis Harris had to save it. Nice play. And North takes it across half court. Lean. Lost the handle, gets it back. Gonna shoot it and makes it. How'd he do that? 2 points. 2 points, the officials say. Timeout by the Titans before the inbound play, or on the inbound.
Quick recovery. It wasn't that deep a shot.
Yeah.
So he had time.
That's a guy that takes a lot of shots. I mean, when you just grab a ball and then launch it.
Yep.
You have a pretty good idea where the hoop is at all times. Not an easy make there for Casey Lane. 4-point game, though. It's a 2-possession game here as the Cardinals will have it with 38 seconds left. And, of course, Titans want to force something here. They want to force a turnover of some kind. They're going to have a chance here late. As we look in on the Titans huddle, Steve Lane is the man with a plan with the whiteboard in his hand for the Titans. Inbound play for the Cardinals. Tommy Fontanella will do it. Finds Austin Hisco. Hisco's pass received by Nintenji. Lost the handle for a second.
He's done that a few times in this game. He needs to work on his dribbling skills.
Well, if his hands are sweaty, maybe.
That's what I think. I think that's the case.
He's looking at him like that.
Yeah, he's lost the ball.
Got to wipe him on
times.
the shorts or something because.
So we've got another
foul.
Yep.
Away from the basket. We'll put a Cardinal player at the line.
Fontanella.
And Tommy Fontanella will shoot the free throws. His team's up 4. And you remember Tommy Fontanella got fouled on a 3-point shot at the end of the first half and missed all 3. So he's left 4 points and counting up there. As he gnaws on that mouthpiece. And no, a missed. Lion Lynn gets the rebound.
Who to foul, that's for sure.
So let's see how North plays it here. They're looking for 2 or 3.
Oh, Lane lost the dribble.
Fontanella with the steal, and Lynn steals it back. Casey Lane in and out. Rebound. Austin Hisco in the land of the Giants underneath. With a big rebound as he falls over Curtis Harris, and hard fought rebound there. Casey Lane with that line drive 3-point shooting style almost got it to go.
Almost in and out, just a little too much spin. 14.9 left. Hisco can clinch the game with a win. I mean, clinch the win with 2 free throws here.
Pretty much, yeah.
You would think.
Yeah, make it a 6-point game.
And he's got 2 shots. But boy, BG struggled from the line down the stretch. They could have closed this out a long time ago.
Austin Hisco has to hope that's not contagious among his teammates as he shoots here.
Yeah, he started it. He missed the front end of that 1-on-1 back 2 minutes ago. See?
Yeah.
You know, Matt Regan is shaking his head. He just doesn't understand it. Got to take your time. Take your time. And he does there, and he lofts it in. He rushed the first
5-point lead. Curtis Harris, 13 seconds to go, is going to go right to the basket and shoot and make
Got
it.
it.
Curtis
That's a big
Harris,
one.
timeout North.
That's a biggie.
It is big. It's
Because-
they put the points on the wrong team.
Yep. 48-45. It's a one-possession game.
Yeah, they gave the 2 points to the wrong team there. It says 50-43.
That was Harris, right?
Yeah, it was Harris. Should be 48-45. Somebody's got, I think they're telling him right now. Actually, Ryan Gauthier told him, I think.
The change is made. Now, if you're North, you're looking for the steal and the three. And if you're BG, you want to get the ball over the timeline as quickly as possible, so that if North does steal it, they've got to go a little distance to get the shot off. Otherwise, you turn it over in their end, they can just set it up and shoot.
North will be desperately guarding one-on-one here, trying to deny the inbound play. I don't know what this delay is about. Oh, they're fixing the scoreboard. We're getting the scoring correct here. There we go. 48-45. So it's a one-score game. The catch for North is they don't have the ball. Bishop Guertin does, and they could try to run off this final 9 seconds. Begley finds Hisco.
Got it.
And they had to foul him, and 1 or 2 free throws will cement it. But Hisco hasn't been shooting the best free throws lately.
No.
So he'll go to the line for 2.
From the line, he's 1 out of 3.
Yeah, I mean, and if he doesn't make them both, you're talking about 7 seconds to shoot a 3 for the Titans. It is doable. So Hisco knows that as he takes his position at the stripe. Big make for Austin Hisco, a 4-point lead for the Cardinals, 49-45 with 7 seconds remaining. All of the BG players except for Hisco are down on the defensive end. In and out, Lynn. Harris, 4 seconds, he'll shoot a 3. Off the backboard, no good. Begley, rebound, that's the ball game. Curtis Harris off the backboard, very close to the make there, but it is a Bishop Guertin win. 49-45, a low-scoring first half, exciting second half as the teams found their scoring touches, but it ends up the same way it was after the first half, a 4-point advantage for BG after the first half, same thing after the second half, despite all that excitement in between. For Tom King, cameraman Tim O'Neill, I'm John Collins, thanking you for watching our NashuaETV telecast. Final score for the final time, Bishop Guertin Cardinals 49 and the North Titans 45. Good night from Bishop Guertin High School, everybody.